if you wish my here.
A lot of the stories I tell, I heard from my grandmother Myrtle. Well, this lost silver lead treasure, I heard from her several times about, but I also heard it from 5 or 6 other old timers here in Franklin County, Missouri. Now, as recorded in the archives of Spain, all that Spanish conquistador silver treasure didn't make it back to Spain. Now, it's a long way down the Merrimack to the Mississippi across the Atlantic to Spain. It could have got lost anywhere. But some of the documents are supposed to exist over there in the Spanish archives. Well, if you follow the channel, you know my great-grandfather, William Messick, found that conquistador helmet there at the old Highway K Bridge on the south side of the Merrimack River, in a little washout underneath that bluff. Well, we also know that back in the 70s, up on the ridge above Selwyn Bottoms was a legitimate search for the lost Spanish silver lead treasure. Now, as the story goes, a fellow down there on top of that ridge above Selwyn Bottoms found a Spanish dime. We presume it was a Spanish real. Well, he hired excavators, hired operators, and started digging for the treasure. And as the story goes, he got down about 20 feet one day and found some oak planks. He stopped the excavators, run down the hole, and dug around, but there was 20 feet down there oak planks. That's strange in itself. 1800s, 19th century, mid-19th century, 1850, before my step-grandfather William Messick was born. But he had relayed this to my grandmother Myrtle, and he had stated that a poor couple with a bunch of kids lived up on the Yellow Dog Road. Well, this couple was middle-aged, and all of a sudden, this old poor boy wasn't poor no more. He had a bunch of silver ingots he had made. Well, he moved up on project to a big farm, built him a bigger cabin, and every time him and his wife would pass this bluff here near Red Horse Access, he would say, "I ought to tell you something." Then he'd point out in this field at a large boulder. Well, since that time, that large boulder has been removed from this field just below Red Horse Access. Do I think it's a clue to the treasure? I'm not sure. But supposedly, that rich old timer never did tell his wife before he passed. As the story goes. And to fill in this video for 4 minutes, let's have a look at some Native American artifacts. Thank you.